you love Jesus,
Apostolic Sunday School.com.
Hello and welcome once again to ApostolicSundaySchool.com. Today we're going to be doing another object lesson / game / contest, and I'm going to challenge someone. Oh yes, and I have just the victim in mind. Actually, he's my good friend, Brother Bob Lee. Can you help me out, Brother Lee?
Sure.
I got a simple challenge today where we have a simple, so humble potato, and we may need to scoot over just a little bit. I don't want you to get cut off. And some straws, and these are all the same. There really is no trick. So you can grab any straw, and all you have to do is stick the straw through the potato. I know that sounds simple, so I'm going to let you go ahead and get started on that. Anyway, it just has to go from side to side or end to end, however, just through the potato with the straw. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is not going to be easy. So sometimes you get someone that gives you a challenge that's pretty difficult, isn't it? Yep. In fact, they're going to give you something that almost seems impossible. And with our own abilities and our own talents and our own means, sometimes it seems like it's an impossible task. Now it's like, God, I can't do it. I'm completely incapable. And you know what? That's actually right. You know, sometimes we are unable on our own. See, with the help of God, though, we can do incredible things. When we have a difficult task ahead of us, we don't have to think that we have the ability to complete the task. All we have to do is call on God, and He will give us the strength to do what we are unable to do. But you know, God's not a servant. He's not going to just be on our beck and call, be on, there to do whatever we need Him to do because He's our servant, because He has to. No, we have to do our part as well. If we live for Him and do our part and pray and read our Bible, go to church, do the best that we can to show Him we love Him, if we do that, He's going to do more for us than we can ever imagine.
Okay.
But the Bible says, I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. So, on our own, Philippians 4:13 says, we can't do it, but with His help, with God's help, through Christ, we can do all things. So that's not bad. We've been working about maybe a minute and a half, something like that. And it's all right. In fact, I'm going to kind of mark the spot. Well, with our own abilities, we got in about a 1/4 inch through the task that we were given. But with God's help, when God gives us the ability, amazing things can happen. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there it
and
is.
Look at that. We got all the way through that potato. Now, it's sticking out. You can barely see it, but it is there. So, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Now, I'm going to give you the trick. Now, I know it looked like I just stabbed it through. If you do it without putting your finger over the top, the odds of it cracking are much higher. So what you want to do is plug the end. And what that's going to do is actually strengthen this, because when the air is trapped inside, it's going to make it much, much stronger. So if you plug the end, just like that, 1, 2, we can stab it. Look at that! Straight through. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We can try it on our own, but odds are high that we're just going to get ourselves in trouble. But with God's help, we can do incredible things. Look at that! All right. So
Okay.
there's a little bit of things I've learned with this one, and I found that if you have too strong a straw, you can shove it through pretty easy. Like if you get a McDonald's straw or one of those fast food straws, they're pretty strong, and you can actually shove it right through without putting your finger out. I mean, you can just pound it through. You can almost do it end to end. They're so strong.
Okay.
So this one is almost a little too flimsy.
Yeah.
You can find a normal straw without this little flex part. Buy those. These are not the right ones, but
Starbucks.
there you go. Go to Starbucks. But just a regular old potato, if you get a real big one, you're going to have a tough time getting through it. But just practice at home. That's the bottom line. Always try it at home before you try it in front of the kids, or you can really make a fool of yourself. So I've been there, done that. More times than I care to count.
Good. All right.
Until then, God bless you. Happy Sunday schooling to you. Let us know if you have a better idea for us. Go get them, Tiger.